Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? Oh, Carly, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Hello. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for liking the live. I'm doing well. It's a little chilly outside. One of those dreary days. Amy, thanks for joining. All right, Carly, let's see. I hope it does. I hope it's something bad. All right. First thing I gotta do first, Carly, is siege this deck, because this one's a different one I'm using. It's not the same one I was using before. Actually, you know what? Something's telling me to use that one. Alright, hold on. Something's telling me to use that other deck for you, too. Alright. We'll still siege it, though. Five of Swords, huh? Alright, sweetie. Let's see. Well, sweetie, if you stay positive, that's going to be a good thing. You got the Emperor, which is a yes. Don't. I feel like you could possibly be overthinking things a little too much and putting yourself in a little bit more stress than what you need to be in. It is okay to once in a while have that masculine energy where you need to kind of like stand your ground or just push those bad thoughts out of your mind and think of something else. But try to stay positive and just do what you can in case this appointment was something very serious. Just do what you need to do. And it's sad to say, but sometimes just do what you need to do. And it's sad to say, but sometimes, well, not even sometimes, like I feel like you don't really have, again, like some other people I just spoke with, not a lot of support. Sometimes, like I feel like you don't really have, again, like some other people I just spoke with, not a lot of support. It's almost like you sometimes may be the only one that's there for yourself. And maybe that's where that masculine energy needs to come in, where you may need to possibly close doors to reopen new ones as well. Because if this is a serious situation and you really don't have a lot of support, but you like to support other people, taking on that masculine energy of being able to confront and tell and to get that negativity out of your life so you have more positivity into a lot of stress, and you do not want to do that. You want to take control of your own life and you want to think positive, and you are going to have to definitely let me know. But hold on, I am going to ask my pendulum as well just to make sure. Stop. Carly's appointment. Is that going to go good? Carly's appointment going to go good. Carly's appointment going to go good. hand keeps twitching. Okay, Carly, so the pendulum also said yes. It's moving slowly though, so yeah, even if you're waiting on news, even after your appointment, don't stress yourself out. Things tend to come slowly just for a reason, but don't overthink it here. Until you know for sure or you hear it from a doctor. Well, I'm glad I helped you, sweetie. I really am. Will I be in a relationship with spirit? Be in a relationship. Okay, I'm gonna ask my pendulum first before I even give you that card. That's what I thought. All right, sweetie. Little Jarna. I don't even know if I pronounced your name right, sweetie. My pendulum and the card that I have here is saying no at this moment. That's how I'm going to put it to you. And there is a reason. You have the Five of Pentacles. I kind of see this being you. And the Five of Pentacles, I kind of see this being you. And the Five of Pentacles, that's conflict, change, instability. Sometimes that also means bad health. But with the... what I see in this card is you sitting on the other side of the door with the key. Now, I'm not going to point fingers, and I'm not going to directly say that it is all you. But if this is a relationship that you truly want, that you truly want to put energy into, it's almost like this person has given you many opportunities and many chances to actually take that step or move, and maybe you haven't. It's like they left, where's that key at? Left a clue to open that door to kind of help. But I also feel like one of you possibly doesn't like change. Like, I don't know if maybe you guys had a relationship before and it didn't go very well, and one of you is possibly before and it didn't go very well, and one of you is possibly still holding on to things from the past, and it could even be from a possible past relationship, and start with and it's not even so much just what you need to change about yourself in order for this relationship to work. Maybe Spirit's trying to tell you there might be a couple things that you may need to change. Maybe there's just something that maybe this person might not like. So maybe you might want to have a discussion with this other said person just to see. Because if you guys are even friends, is that something that you are willing to screw up by going that far? But that is completely up to you. I hope that resonates with you. Angel, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that gave me gifts. That is nice of you. Angel, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that gave me gifts. That is nice of you. A little genre that you asked, will I be in a relationship with Job? And I did answer that. Now you're asking if he has feelings for you. Let me see, Angel. Angel, what do you, dear? Mojana, I'm gonna have to hold, honey, because for some reason Angel's caught my eye after I did your one question. Is that serious about? Okay. It is a yes, dear. You got the Star. I got Temperance. And then you have the Three of Swords upside down. I kind of feel like you were in the healing process, or actually still in a healing process of possible past relationships. And right now with you asking if Seth is serious about the relationship, I feel like there may have been something that happened that triggered you and possibly had you thinking of a past relationship and how that went. For some reason, that is going on a lot. Either way, you were healing, still are, from things that may have hurt you. And this... Why do you say that? I don't think it's because you're here. With this, especially with the Three of Swords in there, like when I see the Star and the Three of Swords upside down, that kind of is well, sorry, it was upside down, is telling me that yes, you used to be in grief mode, or there was something that you may have lost that you are now starting to find. And I feel that is within yourself, but I also feel like there may be something going on that is making you start to think that Seth is not serious. And that may not even be the case. You may be judging Seth on situations that other people may have caused you, where it's grief or it's loss. And I don't want to say you struggled, but it was very hard for you to heal the way that you had to heal. Temperance, I mean, everybody's going to tell you that's patience, honey. Sometimes it takes patience, and maybe you need to communicate with him to let him know that, you know, you're having feelings that maybe he's just not being serious, or he is showing you patterns that aren't looking good to you. Or there is a possibility that he himself may be actually healing from a loss or grief from a past relationship as well. Like, yeah, there just needs to be some patience, and maybe you both need to try and heal each other. So, because he might even feel the same way you do, dear, and you might not even know it. I mean, three is also about expression. So I kind of feel that's where that's going to need to go, sweetie. You both are going to heal each other if you take the time or the opportunity to talk to him about it and see where that leads. And it may take time. And with Temperance and me seeing the angel wings and then kind of like a little bit of, you know, dark, it might be a challenge, but if it's something that you both want, then it most certainly, the cards are saying yes, dear. It just seems that there's some healing that possibly the both of you need to do, and it's almost like what one lacks, the other one can pick up. It's like you guys are very good for each other. You just really haven't noticed the positive traits of what you both bring to the table into the relationship, if that makes sense to you. And I will ask the pendulum as well, just to verify. Yes, dear. He is serious. I think it just boils down to who wants what out of the relationship to make it work. All right, little Jarna. Now you want to know if Javan has feelings for you. All right, sweetie. So you said this is your first relationship or possible relationship with Javan. I don't know if maybe you guys talked about possibly opening up a relationship. I don't even think this person knows. Yeah, with him. But at the moment, you got the Seven of Wands, and I don't like delivering bad news, but unfortunately at this moment, no. And it could be it could be because maybe he doesn't want to ruin, if you guys are friends, a friendship. Or he can be doing some reflection on himself, and that's what I kind of see here. Like, I kind of feel like he is just in his own moment right now. I don't know if maybe he is healing from... There's a whole lot of healing going on here, and you guys don't even really know it. I kind of feel like he's not... He doesn't have many friends, I guess I'd want to say. Like, he prefers to be alone. He likes to, he defends his energy around him. He is this person who is mellow, who is kind. He just does not like drama, negativity. He would prefer peace in his life and love and happiness. And he doesn't, it's very hard for people. Like, if you look at this wand up against the bubble, it is very hard for somebody to get inside of his bubble. So there's a possibility that somebody may have even hurt this person a long time ago, and they still may be reflecting on that, maybe trying to change things for themselves. But again, like I said, the only way you're going to find out is if you just put your foot forward and see if that's something that he would be interested in. Thank you so much for the follow, Angel. You're welcome, dear. This one up here. Somebody is on defense mode. They have their guard up. Denise, thank you, sweetie. Let's see what message Spirit may have for you, sweetie. Holy shit. Okay. That was quick. Alright, okay. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, dear, you have Ten of Swords. And if I say something that's not right, please don't hold back. Let me know, because I will take the criticism and I will learn from it. That's the only way to learn from it. You, my dear, went through an end of a situation, literally. It's almost like, I kind of feel like somewhere down the road, maybe even coming up, with the Ten of Swords, you literally ended a cycle where there was something that you no longer put up with. Yes, dear, hold on, please. Thank you. Your emotions were running high. And this could even possibly, it could be a friendship, it could even be a relationship, or this could even be yourself in general, where you may have been thinking a little too negative about certain things and possibly putting yourself through situations or stress that you really didn't need to be put into. Or at the same time, you were receiving some, or at the same time you were receiving some constant backlash, miscommunication from so many people, or their energy itself was just sucking you dry. And with the cards that you got the Hierophant and you got the Sun, dear. That's two major arcana cards. And the only reason why I said what I said is because when you receive more major arcana cards than you do minor, you're going through something. Something that is that spirit, the universe, somebody else going through something. Something that is that spirit, the universe, somebody out there sees. And it's been something that you have possibly been going through for a while, whether this is mental, whether this is physical, whether this is a friendship, a relationship, a situation, a thought, whatever it is. You were finally done, and it kind of pushed you to the point to where maybe your faith was being tested, is what I kind of feel. But also at the same time, it's almost like whatever this is that you went through is what brought you to your inner guidance, is what I want to say. It brought you to realize what you will take and what you will not take. Maybe you were just pushed too far, and maybe some people needed to hear the truth, or maybe and you didn't want to go against your beliefs. everybody has a right to their own beliefs, whether your beliefs are different than theirs. I mean, maybe that's why there was a constant battle, because they were trying to be better than you and they always thought it was because of their belief system or what they were doing. But that, with the Sun, it kind of seems to me that you don't realize the amount of light, I guess I want to say, to your own life and to other people's lives, whether it's strangers or friends. You are that person, even though your faith was tested by others and you chose to no longer stand certain situation things or how you were being talked to or whatever the case may be. You were always able to deflect the bad situations, but it still tested you in some way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, everything was good for you, and it was happiness, fulfillment. And I don't want to say this because I don't like to, but it also can kind of mean birth of a child, or something very happy could be coming your way. But back to you having 2 major arcana cards. With whatever you're going through, you're being watched. You do need to know that, and it is out of your control. And that's not a bad thing, because again, when I say that and I see the Hierophant and the Sun, I feel like this is your guide, your spirit guide, letting you know that he is there with you and he sees the shit that you're going through. And he is trying to make things better for you. She may even be possibly showing you signs, and you may not even recognize them or know it. You may not be open, I guess I want to say, to what they could be trying to show you. Like if you are having vivid dreams, pay attention to them. Do research, look up the animals, the colors, the situation, if there's vehicles, where it's at. But you are being watched, especially with the situation that you're going through. It could be a bad one. I don't want you to get on here and tell everybody, but you are certainly being watched and you are being helped, and there's so many brighter days ahead of you, darling. Whatever brought you down, you learned from it. You went with your inner guidance. Don't let anybody take you away from the beliefs that you have. But you also are a sun that shines on people that are having darker days than you. And I kind of feel like you don't know that, and you need to hear that, because after, or whatever you're going through, I guess I want to say it's hard for you to believe right now that things are going to get better. So I hope that makes sense with you, darling. I really do. I hope that resonates. If not, let me know. I will take the criticism, and I learn from it. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. I kind of feel like it's about something with love, and I only say that because the Hierophant, it has, maybe, yeah, he's got the Venus, the symbol that would go under a Venus, only because I see it here, and under it it's I love, beauty, creation, pleasure, romance, and sensuality. So maybe that was what was being tested. And you were starting to lose a little bit of faith because of how you were being treated. But you went with your inner guidance. You did what you had to do. And for some reason you needed to hear, because maybe you feel like that there's no love out there for you. I don't, but there is. And just be patient. Now I got, where are you, sweetie? You're more than welcome, honey. Thank you. Where are you, sweetie? You're more than welcome, honey. Thank you. Where are you at, sweetie? I was in your last life, but we're able. I think you can answer. Yes. Where is it? Where is your question, dear? There you are. Okay. Oh, shit. We don't want to do that. Okay. What was your question, dear? If you would like a general reading, it is donation based. It's not a lot. I don't have a proper amount yet. I never really did. But you will get 3 cards, then you will get an oracle card, and then you also get a ruin reading. And my Cash App is in my bio if you are interested. When I see that name, I hear Satan. Evil demon. Everybody have a good afternoon. Not today. Thanks for joining, Monique. Chantal, thanks. Thank you for liking the live, sweetie. No, honey, I cannot. That's what I'm waiting for. You might have to reword it, sweetie. Good afternoon, sweetie. Good afternoon. Hello, dear. How are you? Thank you for the follow, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. No, honey, I don't see it. Why is it not showing your comment? It might be something that you might not want to hear, sweetie. That might be why it's not coming through. Here until you get yours up, sweetie. I don't understand why it won't. Is there reconciliation between V and Jean? Spirit. Is there reconciliation between? So this was a heated situation too, I take it, V? You have the 7 of Wands, the Knight of, and the Knight of Swords and Wands. Somebody was very, I don't even want to, the situation happened quick. It was aggressive. It was, I don't even want to say, it was fast. And it had people thinking, what the fuck? Between, I would have to say him. I mean, knights are very, they're a lot of And at the moment, I don't know what happened, but right now it is, I do believe that you are being told that it is time to just leave him alone, is what I'm kind of hearing. He is, or you are feeling like you are almost taking on the world. And this might have even been going on in your relationship where you felt like you were constantly fighting, whether this was for passion, whether this was for attention, or whether this was keeping other people away from other said person. It was arguments all the time, miscommunication. Is one of you fire and one of you air? Because when I see Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and they're action-oriented, I kind of feel like with swords, that's air. Wands are fire. And when you get air and you get fire and you get it going and you keep poking at the bear, the fire spreads and it will burn everything to the ground if it needs to. Any bridge it needs to. Okay. I only ask because you have 2 and 1, but so you're water, well, water and earth. Well, that could possibly, well, you guys are mud. You guys can mix and heal things. But for now, I feel like with your situation, you're being told to just honestly let it go and let it take its course. Only because I see these two, they're not very happy. Like, one was constantly fighting for, I feel it was attention, or it was just to communicate, or communication was not very well. And with the Knight of Wands, I'm guessing you would like things to work out. But at the same time, when discussions happen, communication doesn't happen very well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lack of communication. Or there might be nitpicking on how the communication is coming about. But it gets heated. So right now, sweetie, it's all about, I would just say that you two, you need whatever, just let it happen. Let it take its course. Because if this situation happened now, and it didn't end up good, and if this has happened plenty of times, it is a pattern. It happened now, and it didn't end up good, and if this has happened plenty of times, it is a pattern, and it will continue to happen. And there you are, if this is you, the one that is constantly fighting for whatever it is in this relationship that you're fighting for, and like you said, it's a lack, so you're basically fighting to not only be heard, but to also listen and to hear what the other person has to say, but they're not communicating in a way that, or if at all, to help the situation. But then when I look at the Knight of Wands and I'm sitting here staring at it, I don't know if the reconciliation or if there is a project or something else in your life right now that you are trying to do or trying to figure out what to do. Like, I already feel like you already know what you want to do. And it may even be getting in contact with this person to talk, even if the communication doesn't go well. But with the Knight of Wands and being action oriented as well, I also feel like you're being told that whatever you pushed away for this relationship, or whatever you have stopped doing and you wanted to start doing, even if it is about the relationship or reconciling, he is facing inwards towards the person that is, and I'm assuming this is you, fighting to keep the relationship going. So this is how I see it. This is you, this is him, her, whoever, and this is you. But I also view this as your relationship, the communication within it. I view this as you trying to help, putting the energy, trying to make things right, but you're also standing your ground. And that might not make this person happy. Maybe this person is used to people that are like, oh, okay, I will bend over, I will bow, and you don't do that. So whatever you're feeling about this situation, if you think that, and obviously you do, okay, you can reconcile this situation, and you could possibly help this person understand how they communicate with you, or try to get them to communicate with you a little bit better. But whatever it is that you want in this relationship, you are being told to go for it. But do not, I'm also hearing, do not put yourself in a position where you think everything is going to go fine and dandy and you're going to be disappointed. Because this may be another test for you. If this is a constant thing that's going on, like I said before, it is a pattern, and it's going to keep happening until something changes. And if nothing changes, then things are just going to get worse and worse. And the only people that can change what's going on in that relationship is the people that are in it. So it is completely up to you, sweetheart, because obviously you've been fighting with this person, and he's coming in strong. Like, I get some very, I don't even like to say it, but some bad, I don't want to say bad intentions, but the way that they can communicate even out of anger is very subtle, blunt. It's very, it could hurt your feelings big time. But there's a possibility that you could get this person to change the way that they think and the way that they communicate. If you feel that it's something worth fighting for, still, you can do it. But like I said, at the moment, Spirit is kind of telling you to back off, still defend what you need to defend. If you guys communicate with each other, just don't let him or her, whoever this person may be, push you and make you feel like you're smaller than what you are, or you don't deserve what you need. I don't understand why nobody, I still don't see it. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I accidentally did something. Nope. I thought maybe I did something, dear, but I didn't. V, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No, sweetie, I cannot. I don't understand why. Yeah, sweetie, go for it. Just let me know when you sent it and I will go look. Thank you for the follow too, sweetie. Brian, thank you so much. I quit my job today. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Bree, I will get to you, sweetie. I do apologize. I just got this one. All right. Haley. Will me and Nick ever try for a relationship again? All right, Spirit. Haley and Nick ever try for a relationship again? All right, sweetie, hold on. So, Haley, it is a yes. A big yes. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups, sweetie. So, that is your confirmation. It is definitely a yes. A pendulum said yes. This is like soulmate energy here. Also, it is reconciliation. It is union. It is the 2 people compromising, trying to make things work, whether this is friendships or a relationship. But yes, there are 2 people that are getting ready. But your cards that fell out were the 8 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So it's almost... Hold on, I do apologize, sweetheart. I just wanted to make sure that I read that properly. Okay, so I'm just going to take that as your future card. I'm going to do... You, before, in your past relationships with this other person, you totally either... And don't take this to heart. You were very... sabotagey, either with yourself mentally or with this other person, or you could have both have been mentally abusing each other or blinding yourself. You're and the Queen of Wands, and then, like I said, at the bottom of the deck you have the soulmate card, the reconciliation, the compromising, the getting along, trying to help, trying to understand. So maybe one of you were possibly going through some mental issues, and it could have been because of the relationship or how the relationship was going. One of you was very blinded, and that seemed to cause some problems. And I kind of feel it was... Did you walk away? Were you the one that walked away? Because I feel like you were. You were the one to walk away because of the mental distress, the challenges that were being brought. I kind of feel like he ended things with you for another person because he didn't know what he wanted. This is him. Okay. Now that you say that. Okay, so as we're sitting here talking about it, I have a funny feeling, and people make mistakes, but I have a funny feeling that this guy he's wondering the same thing. Because now that I see the 8 of Swords, and you told me that it is the both of you, you got mentally sabotaged because of how it ended, and I don't know, maybe you guys were together for a long enough time for someone to know what they wanted out of this relationship. I mean, I'm seeing you full bore into this relationship, and you're doing what you can because you want to see this relationship continue. You want to see it into the future. And with the way he is acting, or this said person is acting, him not knowing, that put you in self-sabotage mode, because now I feel that you're starting to feel like you weren't good enough, you did something wrong, maybe there was somebody else. You are literally putting yourself in a mental prison right now because you love this person so much that you did not think that they would walk out and say, well, I don't know what I want. But at the same time, he himself, whether you believe it or not, may have been honest. Maybe the relationship is something that he wanted, but it was scary for them. Maybe it was getting so intense that they never felt those feelings before. So they are putting themselves in self-sabotage mode because they're scared, and they're wondering, well, am I going to lose my freedom? Am I going to lose my friends? Am I going to lose my family? Am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to do that if I get with this person? Are they going to control me? Are they going to control my decisions? Am I going to lose everything? So being this other person, I kind of get the feeling like they want the same thing that you do, and they're probably thinking about the same thing you're thinking about right now, but you both put each other in self-sabotage mode. You after the relationship, this other said person while in the relationship, if that makes sense. Queen of Wands. How do I get this bitch to face that way? All right, sorry. Okay, now your cards are on my side. Anyway, she is looking towards you too. Queen of Wands. Somebody needs to make a move. This is your confirmation card, sweetheart. Okay, well, stop right there for a minute. If this is something that you want to reconcile and you want to compromise, this woman is telling you to do it. This woman is telling you to do it because then you may find out whether or not it is true with what he said to you on, well, I'm not sure what I want. Now with you saying that he moved on a week after you breaking up, that doesn't mean anything. He may have moved on, but it's either because you guys may have been always together. You guys may have been so close that even though he told you he doesn't know what he wanted, that could have been true. But that person doesn't want to be alone. So that other person right now could be spending time with somebody that they don't even really want to be with. They're just somebody there because they don't want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Like the time that they may have invested in you, they could be thinking about you just like you're thinking about this other person. It's just going to take somebody to put that foot forward in order to find out who wants what. But to me, with what you just said, okay, so he moved on in a week, okay? That might have been, like I said, because he didn't want to be alone. If you're going to be the one that tries to open up this relationship again into reconciliation, that's what I'm thinking. But at the same time, what I'm thinking is he might not want to commit right now. He might, if he is doing that after a week, and yeah, it may be for a distraction, but you may want to, if you do put your foot forward and you do communicate with this other person, you may want to find out why they moved on that quickly. You may want to ask that question, because I can tell you right now that when you go to reconcile this relationship, knowing that he moved on within a week, you might want to make sure that you are completely healed from your past traumas, from that past relationship with this said person. Because if you don't, you're going to end up right back here. And I can guarantee you one thing right now, that you are going to be thinking, if you do get back together with this person, if you are not healed and there is no trust there, even though you love them you care for them, you don't want to see them with anybody else, you're going to put yourself right back in that mental prison, because you're going to wonder if they're still talking to that other person that they just broke up with to get back with you. And then you're going to wonder, well, are they going to do the same thing? And if this other said person even shows one little tiny sign of what they did to you in the past that caused trauma to you, it is going to make you buffer. And buffer, what I mean by that is it's going to make you think about the relationship, and you may end up putting your in mental abuse, complete mental abuse. So, darling, you might want to think, but you also want to make sure that you're going to trust this person. They're going to trust you, and all the shit that happened in the past in the relationship doesn't happen again. Because it could work out. It is a yes. You guys just compromise and a lot of talk. Definitely a lot of talk. Because people do that. They don't want to be alone. So as long as they're with somebody else, whether they love them or not, and they're there as just something, as a distraction, or so they're not alone, yeah, you just make sure that's not going to keep being a pattern for you, sweetie, because by the sounds of it, you are a very forgiving person, but also at the same time, I don't think you completely healed from what happened last time. You're more than welcome, sweetheart. I thank you so much. Bray. Okay, let's get to you, sweetie, because I know I put you in the back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm glad that we finally got the question. I don't understand why it wouldn't let you put it out there, but... Alright, so Bray. Spirit. Bray wants to know. Is your job toxic? I'm hearing toxic for some reason. Oh yeah, okay. You work at a haunted house. Oh boy. Well, anyway, it's funny. You got the Lovers, and then you got the Four Chalices. The Lovers card, that is definitely decisions. Definitely decisions that need to be made, but you do not want to do them out of haste, out of, like, I gotta hurry up and make this decision. You don't want to do that. This could be about relationships, but you said your job, so we'll just keep it with your job. But when you get the Lovers and the Chalices, if you get more than one suit, I mean, of course you only have 2 cards, but this could be about something else as well. Or maybe you're asking a question, like if you should quit your job, but really in your head you're thinking about something else. I'm not sure what's going on there, sweetheart, but... Lovers also can stand for trying to make things work, compromise, cooperation. So I don't know if there's just, and then you have the boredom. Like either you're bored with what you're working with or who you're working with, or they're just making it hard for you to want to put in the energy and the effort to do your job at the haunted house. Like, I don't think that's really where you want to work. Like, you know where you want to work. Or is it because they think that you're not doing it good enough? I don't... But it is a yes. I'm looking here just because I'm kind of getting the feeling that where you work at this haunted house, there is intimidation of some sort. Whether it be vocal actions, or the way they talk, or the way they act, or their movements in general. There's a lot of competition. There is a positive side to this. I mean, there could be balance and there could be structure depending on, but if it's something that you don't want to do, sweetheart, and you see yourself doing something else, then I would most certainly go for that, because I honestly feel like you're just, I don't know what it is about your job, sweetie, but it's not making you happy. Like, you're just sitting under this tree, like, and you got people, I feel like, that are there to support you and to help you through the decisions and choices that you need to make, but don't make them out of haste. Don't make them out of anger, and take your time. I really do get the feeling like, you know what, I would just go for whatever job it is that you want to do. Because all I see here is a bunch of beginning and ending of, I feel like intimidation, or just people aren't getting along in general, and it's draining. And so if I'm wrong, please let me know. And 6 also means teamwork too, dear. So I mean, maybe if it's because of how the people are. I mean, teamwork is the best way, cooperation. But sometimes if that does not work out, then 6 and 4. I think that you would definitely be. I mean, you have stability now. But I kind of feel like it's just like a mental roller coaster. And I don't think that that's something that you would like to deal with anymore. But you don't want to make the wrong choice. You don't want to end up in a situation where you quit one job but you can't find another one. Or so you may have to rely on somebody else supporting you until you do. And that's not something you want to do. So I also think that you need to take time to reflect and see what you want to do job-wise and just go for it. But make sure that it's going to be a good choice that you're going to be happy with. Because if this is not the job you want, then if it's making you miserable, I wouldn't put yourself through that, dear. But if there's a way that you can compromise or get some teamwork, cooperation, whatever going on with whatever it is you're going through, it might change. But the longer I stare at the Lovers and the 4 of Cups, I feel like this haunted house you work in isn't scary enough for you. Like, it's not even a challenge for, like, you want to. I see the Ohio Penitentiary haunted house right now. Like, that is your fit. Like, you enjoy working in haunted houses. I kind of feel that, but some of the people make it very challenging. And it's almost like it's not, I don't want to say it's not good enough for you, but you like scary. You like the hardcore haunted house, and that's probably why I pictured the Ohio Penitentiary haunted house. If I'm wrong, please let me know, but I kind of feel that so you're just getting bored with your choices of work because you like working in haunted houses, but this one you're at is just not scary enough for you. It's not. God, I hope I don't it's pussy work to you, bitch work. You would rather work somewhere better or somewhere scarier is what I feel. But if I'm wrong, darling, please let me know. Oh, I don't like the word kinda. I'm sorry, sweetie. So it just popped into my head, and it's like something I just heard, but is your relationship reflecting in your job too, possibly? Is that why you have the Four of Cups? That might not be the only thing you're bored with or choices you need to make on, whether it's even a friendship. But take time to relax and seriously just to make on, whether it's even a friendship. But take time to relax and seriously just do what's going to make you happy. Rani. Thank you, sweetie. All right, Remy. Will I find a woman that will be loyal to me? You're welcome, sweetheart. Spirit. Spirit. I see you, but I don't see your question, dear. Try putting it up there. Honey, everybody, it's not just the women, it's the men too. We can't just point fingers at one gender. No, it happens to my tablet a lot for some reason. But that could be a sign. All right. It is a yes, but it might take some time. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to say, I'm sorry if it may come off rude. Whatever, honey. I don't have a price. You do whatever you want. My Cash App is in my bio, honey, if you need that. But Remy, with your question and then how you put they seem to cheat, that's both genders, sweetheart. It's not just one. With your cards that you got, it is a yes, but you got the Chariot upright, the Eight of Swords, the World, the Page of Wands, and the High Priestess upside down. Okay, so how I feel when you get into relationships, you put a lot of ambition, you put a lot of trust, but you also are controlling. You are the male that will get a woman into a relationship, and if at any time I say something wrong, go ahead, throw it out there. But you also you like to help with decisions, but sometimes it is either your way or the highway. You view women, some women, depending on how they treat you, like I get the feeling, bro, you were treated like crap and by one woman, and now you are this guy that is, when you're in a relationship, you are possessive, you could be a little aggressive, you could be a little controlling, but you also persuade in the decision category. It takes two to cheat, but when, yeah, that's really distracting to me right now. It seems like the relationships that you get into are very mentally distorting, is what I'm kind of hearing. It's either you or the other person that's in a mental prison. Either the women you are attracted to are ones that want to be in a relationship, but it's because they just either A, want somebody there, or they're weak. and they will let you run all over them. Oh, I ain't done yet. See, I kind of knew that's what you would do, especially after you made the comment that you made. See, you can't do that, bro. No. See, it's funny that you want to ask me if you will find a woman that is loyal to you. Right? And then underneath it, a woman that is loyal to you. Right? And then underneath it, you put that they always seem to cheat. But now take the time to think about the women that you wouldn't even know what to do with on a Saturday night, even if you had a yard full of people with shovels and bags. For some reason, I kind of feel like that they come off as badass women, but then again, they're not. Like, you have so much to live for, and you also, with the Chariot, you have so much ambition, you put in so much time on these women. And again, it's not just women, it is men too. But with your situation, you are attracted to these women that have been in toxic relationships, on and off, on and off, on and off. And I'm guessing with men who think that it's either their way or the highway, or they gotta listen to them when they, yeah, it's mind fucking is what it is. That those are the type of women that you are attracted to. Yeah, it's mind fucking is what it is. That those are the type of women that you are attracted to. Or you attract them. It's like you're a magnet for them. And I attracted to. Or you attract them. It's like you're a magnet for them. And I believe it's because of your whole persona. How you interact, how you look, to them, it's like you're their knight in shining armor. But when you guys get together, they're healed from in their past relationships. But I also see that there may have been one woman that really screwed you over. And it took you a long time to even think about making a decision on getting with anybody, because, yeah, I feel like she mentally screwed you. But you felt like this woman was, like you achieved so much, and this woman was like your world, and yet she crushed you. And you yourself are this card, my darling. Because it may not just be the women that you're dating, there also may be issues that you are not seeing yourself. And I believe that's why you have this, dear. This is the High Priestess. Have you been having vivid dreams lately? Because if you have, you're supposed to follow them. Your intuition, whatever, like, I feel like you, with the women that you are attracted to, or you are attracted to, or they are attracted to you, like, you get a gut feeling about them, but you just don't listen. And I think that is where your flaw is. That the world, that's the world right there. See, you thought you had the world at one point in time, but it's almost like, okay, well, still, that is, if you're still having them, darling, okay, so don't take, please, I just gotta say how it is, and I hope that you respect me for that. I just gotta say how it is, and I hope that you respect me for that. I would like to say thank you for your service, for one. But with that being said, darling, okay, I'm just gonna tell you, you're a soldier, okay? You definitely are going to attract some women that are off the wall. More crazier than some men that are in the military, or some men or women that are in the military. So that right there in itself, okay, so I shouldn't have been so ignorant. I feel so bad now. With your flashbacks, that could possibly have a little bit to do with your relationships as well. You might not see it, you might not know it. Maybe if you had a decent woman that could say, hey, something ain't right, or you could point out and she would be loyal. You are eventually, yes, like I said, going to, but you need to take time with your choices. You yourself need boundaries with women. And that's where a lot of people, we as humans are very judgmental on how other people look. And sometimes it's not right, because sometimes the opinions and judgments are so fucking far off, it's unreal. But a lot of humans go by looks, how much weight they have on their bones, what their eye color is, how many teeth they have in their mouth, their shoe size, their finger size, if their nails are painted or not. We are so judgmental towards others that we don't give certain people a chance because of how they look, or the fear of how we are going to be looked at by being around those people. I'm only speaking from experience. So with that being said, you definitely need to follow your intuition, your dreams. Keep track of colors, who's in it, what's going on, the vehicles, anything. Write it down. And then when you get up, do research on it, because you're going to want to do that. Exactly, but some people don't see that. And I am very glad to hear you say that, because there are so many people in this world that could give so much love, but because of how they look or their size, they get judged. Yeah, we're just not going to go there, because it's happened to me, and it was so far off, it's unreal. But it's okay. You also got the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is like a childlike energy, but so that tells me that you are somebody that loves to have fun. You do take shit seriously, and when you make decisions, you put ambition, you put a lot of thought, you do a lot of pros and cons, but at the same time, I'm hearing you are manipulated. Your last relationship could have, I don't know. There was one relationship you were in that you felt like this woman was the world. Like everything just was there and then gone. Yeah, I am so sorry that happened to you, but it is because the lack of boundaries that you have for women that you attract. And I kind of feel like you attract a lot of women, bro. Not just because you're a soldier, but just because of what I'm seeing. Like, you're this fun person who... What the fuck was that? Okay, so back to your reading. So that must have been confirmation of some sort, but anyway. You like to learn, you like to have fun. You like to learn different things, but you do not like to be played with. And I think we've established that. I think that what you're being told by looking at all 5 of these cards, and I am definitely going to pull some ruins for you, because I am hearing Odin out the ass. I'm not sure if that is a deity that you yourself, being a soldier or a warrior, I'm not sure if you're into Norse, but for some reason all I keep thinking in my head is about Odin. So maybe that's a sign that you might need to turn to him, because maybe there are some things inside of yourself with the things that you have seen, I can only imagine, and dealing with a relationship, being a soldier, I can only imagine. You definitely need to take some time to reflect and maybe hire your standards, sweetheart. Okay? Definitely, you need some standards. I get that feel, not just like from looking at your picture. Yes, I kind of thought you ride a bike. I kind of feel like you ride a bike. You're a Harley dude. But when I see a guy with a beard, that's me automatically making an ass of myself because I'm assuming. But no, when you said what you said about flashbacks from, your soldier days, yeah, that after that, that's all I was hearing. And looking at the cards, even like you got, and I didn't even say that either. You have the Chariot, you have the World, and you have the High Priestess upside down, sweetheart. These are 3 major arcana cards. The other 2 are minor. When you get cards out of the major more than the minor, you're definitely going through something right now, which makes me feel better, which probably the reason why I was hearing Odin is because Odin is probably watching over you. If you please believe in that. I mean, I'm not trying to push it on you, but if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. And when he wants your attention, he will make sure you did it, because my ass was sitting in front of a computer for a week doing research on that dude. He hit me up in my dreams and it was over. But yeah, you got 3 major arcana cards, which is also saying that with your situation, maybe you're going through one that you're not saying out loud, okay? It's out of your control. And I'm not saying that to scare you or to get you upset. It's not a bad thing. Obviously, I want to fucking cry. Oh my God. You have friends that have passed from military. You also have family members that have passed. And it's not just them. You have the universe. You have Odin, you have Thor, you have Loki, any deity, any entity. You are a soldier, bro. You have the universe. You have Odin, you have Thor, you have Loki, any deity, any entity. You are a soldier, bro. You have, oh my God. You see the fucking hands? My hairs are standing up. You are, you're watched over by many. And if you know a lot about Odin, okay, there's a place for you. And it's a very good place. Okay? You've done, oh my God, somebody's holding me because I feel all cold right now. I'm getting hugged. So this, Remy, if this is totally just stop me, but why do I feel like I am being, and I don't even want to say a gender, but I feel like it's a female, and she used to be a soldier friend? Yes. Valhalla, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to cry because I just read that, but I feel like I am being held by a female soldier right now that you may have known. I do apologize if that is disrespectful to you in any way, shape, or form, but that is just what I'm feeling. I even want to cry, but I kind of, back to your reading, I kind of feel that I'm going to keep repeating it too. You need higher standards for your women, bro. You deserve the best in life, especially with what you're doing. I thought so. Yeah, see, that's why I want to cry, and that's why I feel like I was being held and my hairs were standing up. I love doing that, but when I have to cry, oh my God, I can't stop, so I'm trying to. But you will. You will. And I believe that with the spirits, the entities, the friends, and the family members that you have watching over you, they are taking care of the issue for you. And with that being said, I kind of feel like as you work on yourself, they are going to put somebody into your life and you're going to know it. And you're going to know it was by them. If that makes any sense to you at all. I kind of feel like that is what's going on. Like, yeah. Like that is what's going on. Like, yeah. They've seen you go through a lot of mental distress with a lot of the women that you were dating in a relationship. Or better yet, stick to yourself and just hang out with people and wait for whoever this person is that whoever is watching over you is putting into your life, because they plan on doing so. And you definitely need to let me know, please. Are you planning to travel? Are you planning to travel? That's another thing that the Chariot, are you that's another thing that the Chariot, are you still in service? Are you being called to serve? But I didn't want to say that because I was more interested in all the other shit that was around it. Pardon my language, but yes. And a lot of determination. Oh, okay. Well, that's where I kind of thought maybe you were either getting called to go back into service or you plan on traveling somewhere. Maybe that is where you may meet this other person. Well, bro, what I would do is keep your eyes open, because I have a feeling that while you're on your travels, one of your travels, you might meet this woman. Hello, thank you for the follow. Well, honey, I am glad that I could help you. Well, honey, I am glad that I could help you. I hope that it helped you. I do apologize. Well, honey, I am glad that I could help you. I hope that it helped you. I do apologize if I came off. Bruh. Brandy, thank you so much, sweetie. You guys are so kind. I have Cash App, dear. It is in my bio. Actually, I gotta check that. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, bro, I would do you, bro, and just not even let that woman come to you. Oh, Brandy, thank you so much, sweetie. Oh, and I said I was going to pull some ruins for you, sweetie, so I hope you didn't leave. Unfortunately, I do not know all these by heart. I'm going to shit a brick house if you get Odin. I'm hearing Thor, though. There's a selenite. Mine are amethyst, so let's see what they're going to. Huh. Yeah, everything's going good, sweetie. Actually, before I let Remy know what he got here, I actually, for the first time ever, and I'm anxious as hell and scared, but there is a autumn market thing for like witchcraft and tarot cards and stuff like that, going on this coming up, not this Saturday, obviously, next Saturday. And I am going to be doing tarot readings face to face for the first time, and yeah. I'm great on here, but how am I going to be in person is the question. Alright, here, but how am I going to be in person is the question. Alright, sweetie, so let's look up this one that you got. I knew it. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, I know. I think I'll be alright. But yeah. Isn't that funny? You got the God Ruin. I don't even know if you can see that. I might have to turn that light down a little bit. Or, oh god, that made me look like a demon. Oh my god, you still can't. What the poop? Maybe that'll work. Nope. Right there. There you go. Yep. All right. So that is right there. There you go. Yep. All right. So that is Mercury in negative phase. The name is Ansas, which means Odin. Oh, shit, my battery power's down. Oh god, the tarot of this one is death, but don't be scared. We both know that death means rebirth, transformation. Color is dark blue, the polarity is male. Okay, so this stands for person to help with advice, moral support. Seen as a parent or a father. Situations may change and dreams may contain guidance. So this is for Remy, honey. This is for Remy. No, honey, I just... Is my Venmo on there? All right, let me... All right, let me do Remy's. No, you're fine, dear. I actually... never downloaded the app because nobody really used it. They always use Cash App. Okay. Oh, you're in... Okay, sweetie. I got ya. Okay, and dreams may contain guidance. So that right there is a confirmation for you, Remy, that you definitely, you're going through some sort of transformation, death. But with it being in the negative phase of Mercury, we both know that you can change that. Just keep an eye on how you're feeling. If you feel like you're going to be a badass and want to beat someone up, fucking lock your door so you don't go nowhere. Because I do know that with being a soldier, sometimes with the things that you've had to see and deal with, when you come back to civilization, you don't put up with shit at all, and it's scary to some people because they're not used to that much. It's not intimidation. I guess I want to say masculine energy. They're not used to it. Next one you got is Kibo. God Geffen, giver of abundance. Zodiac Libra, tarot lovers, color royal blue. Peace will be rewarded. You will be called upon to help someone in a serious fashion. Share yourself and your time. Now, let's be clear, darling. You do not want to go for those people that you seem to attract. You get rid of them. Get rid of them. New contracts. You get rid of them. Get rid of them. New contracts. You that little dude. And your last one, dear. You got that one. I always want to call that one the warrior for some reason. The warrior one. Somebody else. else. Oh my God. I do apologize, Remy. I really do. Well, come on, give me the code. You guys, thank you so much. Anthony, yes, I did get yours. I didn't even know I had money on that card, and I do. Yeah, honey, okay, I got it. I'll do this, and then I'll do yours, honey. I do apologize. All right. I wish I knew all these. It would be so much better. All right. This is Tirzay. It is God of War. That is probably why I call this one. I always call this one the Warrior, even though it's probably not. I call it just because. God of War. Name is Tiwaz. Planet Mars. Tarot Justice. Color is flame red. Ruin of love. Passions will run high. Jealousy may creep in. Don't let that happen. Legal matters are well favored, and be sure what direction you want to go. That is a lot of positivity for you, even though it seems like you've had a lot of not so positive situations come your way. Especially with your ruins, two of the God ruins. That's pretty cool. But I hope they resonated with you too, Remy. I really do. And wow. Okay, so Anthony, are you still here? Hello? Hi, honey. How is everybody? You are. Okay, sweetie. What kind do you want? What kind do you want? A general? You got one about love, career? You just want to see what happens. Sage these before I do. What kind of reading do you want, dear? You just want general? You guys, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's not. Let me go back up here. See if I can find. All right. All right. Brandy, is so nice to see you on here. Diana. Alright. Oh, you're not. Anthony. Oh, you're not. Anthony, I am not seeing it at all. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Yeah, go for it. Wait, hold on. I think I have to get on here and follow you first. Did you follow me? You might. Oh. Did you send it? Oh, there it is. I'll follow you back just so, because, all right. All right, Anthony, we will get that question answered. I still don't understand why it won't. It's weird. Hello, honey, how are you? I was a guy for one day. Well, it depends. Like, what's the consequences? Would I be allowed to join the military for a day just so I could take my anger out? Or, like, are there going to be stipulations? Hi, honey. Sending love and gratitude back to you, sweetie. All right. Yeah, TikTok's a little weird, especially with their algorithm. All right. Spirit. Anthony. Okay. All right. I am so sorry. My leg hurts. I might have to take a break here. My leg is like hurting bad. All right, Anthony, darling. So obviously with your question, something happened, right? Bro, I'm not laughing at you at all. Was it because of somebody else? Was there like a third party within the situation? I'm asking before you answer only because you have a 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Chalices, and they are both reversed. And that is telling me that somewhere down the line there was someone somewhere, either with you or with this other said person. But as of right now, I don't know if... So you got the 9 of Chalices. You got the Knight of Cups. The 3 of Pentacles upside down. We'll get back to that one too as well, because I'm getting another different feeling about that one with you. And then the 3 of Chalices upside down. And usually 3s... I mean, 3 of Swords, that one explains it all right there. There could be a third person. Due to childhood trauma, huh? That could be why the 3 of Cups is upside down. See, it's good that I do this because you guys are giving me extras to put towards these cards from what I learned. Because what I do, since I'm an intuitive, I just go by how I feel. I mean, of course, I'll read the book, but I go by how I feel. That's the best thing to do. Nine of Cups, that is a good card to have. Basically, whatever you put your mind towards, whatever your wish fulfillment is, it's coming. There's something good that is definitely coming your way. You've done something that has been noticed, and your favors are being returned. That could be with relationships, that could be with family, that could be with friends, your job. But you have 3 chalices here and 1 pentacle. And with your question, it suits it well, because usually when you have more of one element than the other, that means that that's really truly what you're asking about. So she may have told you that it was because of her trauma, and if I say something out of context or that is not right, let me know. I learned from that. But what I'm getting is with the Knight of Cups facing the 3 of Pentacles. Well, that's not right. There we go. Well, to me, I had to do it backwards. Okay. This is telling me that you, my darling, are the type of person, and that you, my darling, are the type of person that it, like, even when I see this card next to him, you are happy. You try not to let the little things bother you. See this card next to him, you are happy. You try not to let the little things bother you. But you do take relationships, friendships, and your emotions very seriously. And I kind of feel that you may have somebody that is of interest in you, but it might not be this person that you sent me a message about. There may be somebody else that's coming towards you, and this could be somebody from work. I only say this because it's right beside the Pentacles. Or it could be a friend that you didn't know that had feelings for you. But there is somebody coming in that is going to express to you that it could be just a friendship, it could turn into a relationship, or you could even just help a stranger out of love, okay? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's another thing that card stands for. Didn't give me a chance, but you beat me to the punch. It's all right. But yes, the Knight of Cups also means that that's why I'm like, no, she may have told you that, but when you get this and this together, it don't look good. Not good at all. I almost want to say it might be somebody that she works with, or somebody within her family that she knows. Like, not part of her family, obviously, but a friend of the family's. But it just doesn't look good with these. There's some dude hip-hopping right up in here, or right up in your shit. And it might not be somebody that she works with, but now when I see the 3 of Pentacles, and with you, Anthony, I also feel like with all the work and energy that you put in, whether this is your job, you take your job very seriously, or whatever projects you're working on, or your relationships. And sometimes things get noticed, but when you take the time to go out there to help somebody, even in a relationship, it is not received back. Like, you put yourself out there and you don't get that support back. Family, friends, upside down. Another 3. There could be an growth there if you wanted it, but I kind of feel that I'm here. This is what a coincidence. What a coincidence. this is, even though this is upsetting to you, I'm going to say, I mean, it used to be a relationship, so you obviously have some sort of feelings towards this said person. I feel like Spirit is telling you that this is your wish fulfillment, even though feelings towards this said person. I feel like Spirit is telling you that this is your wish fulfillment, even though it don't feel like it. This is like their celebration because you're free. I don't know what happened between you two or how you two were, but obviously they think that you're better off with somebody else, or that there is somebody that will need your assistance. It's like a one-sided show, is how I want to put it. Like, they want you to focus on yourself and help whatever wish fulfillment it is that they want to come your way. I'm sure you probably don't know, but just work hard on that. Especially with your work, like you are not you. Especially with your work, like you are not. You do. This could even with anything, friends. Like you are not. You do. This could even with anything, friends, lovers.